So hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do a little video and kind of reflect back on 2018 and work out what I'd like to do in 2019, maybe set out some goals. So this year I spent kind of the start of this year feeling a bit crappy about myself and my business and the art and everything really. I felt a little bit alone and really lost. I feel a bit better about it now. I'm still feeling a little bit like I don't know where to go with everything, but I feel a lot better about myself. I kind of learned that life doesn't follow your plans, like you have to just go with the flow, and that took a while to try and get into my head. So I'm trying to learn to go with the flow a bit more, and that I am enough. It's not necessarily just other people's views, it's my own view on myself. Like, it doesn't matter what people think of you as long as you can live with yourself. And that is a huge thing to try and get into your head, and it's taking me forever to try and get in, but it's slowly going in. I try not to put too much pressure on myself, but I still had a lot of goals that I wanted to achieve this year and I didn't, and that's okay. Like, they're just goals, they're not things that they have to be done. They're not set things, they can move and change as the year progresses, and I've started learning that, so I'm trying to set sort of vague goals this year. My achievements for this year, I'm trying to think back how it's hard to think of them. So my achievements this year, I'm going to probably go back from December backwards because that's the nearest time and I can't remember anything else. So we have just closed down the winter pop-up shop that I opened with some friends, and that was a huge success. Everyone loved it, and we done a ton of sales, and we didn't think we were going to get that successful with it, and it's been amazing, and I'm just so glad that I was a part of it, and I can't wait for next year because I think we're planning on opening it up again next year. So that was run in conjunction with the Bristol Girl Bosses and the Bristol Etsy team. It's just been amazing. Not only that, but not only that shop, I was also managed to get my first stockist. So a permanent stockist, and it's been so great. It's PUNNYDUKES and it's up in Matlock. It is a Harry Potter and magical themed shop, so it's perfect for my stuff. And I went up to the open evening. Oh my god, you have to see the photos. It is just so magical inside. They have painted it beautifully, and it's so great to be a part of it and to actually have my stuff stocked places. It's so exciting. I got some really great things from the goodie bags, and also I bought myself some prints and pins and things, and I really can't wait to be a part of it more. And it's all run by Katie Abbey, who is another illustrator and artist, and she's just amazing. It's just so good to be a part of, and I can't wait for more. And then this all seemed to happen in December, I also reached 100 sales on Etsy, and I have been stuck. Well, at the start of the year I was stuck on like 20 or 30 sales, and I have been for the last few years. And then one item that I made this year has just bumped me right over, and it's just increased sales massively. I am just thinking I should go that way more often. So it's my bookish sticker pack, and people seem to really like it, and it's making me consider a lot more about where I go with my art. So at the start of the year I was having quite a lot of trouble feeling lonely and stuff, and I started reading books a lot more. So I usually read a couple books a year, not many, I don't make a big thing of it, but this year I devoured books like nothing you've ever seen. I was reading like a new book almost every other day, but this year I just got that spark and I just read like no business, and I have felt a lot better in myself about everything just from reading. I always had a trouble with like overthinking things and being stuck in my head a lot more, and the whole mindfulness stuff just doesn't seem to click with me, but reading does, and getting lost in like YA fantasy, so young adult fiction, and fantasy books, like getting lost in them has meant that I haven't gotten stuck in my head so much, so I'm thinking about the stories and the characters rather than thinking and worrying about every single little item in my life, and it's been so good and I feel so better about myself. So goals for like this year, so 2019, is just more of everything. And so more videos for YouTube, because I like making them and it's a great community to be a part of. So more drawings, so no pressure drawing, so a lot more sketchbook work. I've done a bit this year, but I'd love to, like, even just a sketchbook page a week would just be great. More cons, so more conventions and markets and things. So I've booked in for 5 already this year. I'm hoping maybe a few more. So I've booked in for 2 in Bristol, 2 in Cardiff, and my first one in London, so we'll see how that one goes. I'd also like to obviously read more. I've set my I've just opened up an account on Goodreads. I've never had one before, I didn't even know it was a thing. And then just more just more me, and just spending more time figuring things out about myself, working where I want to go with my art, and just spending a bit more time relaxing and trying to get out of my head. I've spent so much time worrying about my relationships with family or friends that, again, I don't do anything. So I'd like to spend a bit more time with my boyfriend and actually have a holiday together, because we haven't had one for a while. Just downtime. I have to remember, like, I am not a machine. I cannot work 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Like, it's just not doable. That was just a really quick little video, and I'd love to hear what your guys' goals are for the year and what you managed to achieve in 2018, and let's work together to see what we can do. So really quickly, I just wanted to show you what I got from PUNNYDUKES on the opening night. In the goodie bag there was some vinyl stickers, which is really cool. Little patch, just a little sew on patch, which is quite cool. That was a nice touch. There were some PUNNYDUKE pencils, which I have put somewhere. There we go. So the couple PUNNYDUKE pencils. And a really cool little bookmark, which will always come in handy. And then there was a couple Katie AB postcards, which is just amazing. And then what I bought was the by an artist called Nikuri, I think. It's a really cute little print, and it just reminded me so much of my own artwork that I just kind of had to buy it, and it was a really cute little witch cat. And then finally I got a nutmeg and aloe pin, which is just gorgeous. It totally makes me want to make some pins. Maybe that'll happen in the new year, we don't know. We just don't know. Depends what takes my fancy. But yeah, so that was everything that I got from PUNNYDUKES. Honestly guys, you have to go see it. It is so cool in there, and they've even got a little Ford Angler outside, based on the Harry Potter one. Alright, cheers guys, bye!